everybody, welcome to another Blitz and Talk episode, and I actually already have an opponent, and it is Onion Terror here. Quite an interesting name, and let's switch to the board view. Got it right here, and let's start the game. He's from the UK. His rating on Chess24 is 2030, so a decent opponent, but I'm feeling aggressive. I'm playing the King's Gambit. He goes for d5, and let's see. And this is a very solid approach to the King's Gambit. He takes on d5, and let's see, I think bishop b3 is the right move here. Now bishop e6 or bishop e7 is possible. Bishop e6 is probably stronger. And here c5. Oh, he knows his stuff. That's unfortunate because d4, c4. No, I think d4 is the right move now. Yeah, and then something like c takes d4, knight takes d4, and white doesn't have any edge. So I'm not sure if I actually should publish this video because it's a really good way to play against the King's Gambit, and I don't want my opponents to see that, but I think I'm still going to publish it. That's fine. I'm not expecting my future opponents to go through all the videos I have on my YouTube channel. But yeah, c5, I think it was played in Nakamura Adams, and really a good approach. I'm not sure about b5. This looks like a little bit over the top. He wants to play c4 now, but maybe I can go c4 myself. Well, why not? Let's see what happens. And his king is still stuck in the center, so I would be a little bit worried if I was him. But the question is, can I do something about that? If he takes on d4, I might even consider taking with the queen to not allow him to develop his piece, but then he might exchange queens with queen b6. He plays knight c6. This kind of, you know, invites me to play bishop b5, pinning this knight. He plays queen here, and you know what, I attack this guy one more time. Why not? Putting on the pressure. Probably he's going to play bishop d7, but I feel like he's already in some trouble here. Bishop d7 is more or less forced. If he plays rook c8, then of course knight e5 is coming. Bishop d7, I could give a check. Bishop e7 doesn't help me that much. So maybe I will just continue to develop here with knight c3. He plays rook c8 actually. What's going on? Why not knight e5? I'll just go for it. Why not? And now, I mean, what is he going to do? Knight back here? I mean, that's not really a move. Come on. Now he cannot develop at all, and I'm having him in a really unpleasant pin. But the question is, how am I going to proceed? He's threatening to take on d4. So let's close it down with d5. I'm not sure if this is smart, but it helps me to develop my piece with a tempo, and so I thought it makes sense. And now I'll just, in the next move, take on f4, and all my pieces are out, and he's stuck with this king in the center. Bishop still on f8, rook on h8. Doesn't look good for him. He can always give a check here on c4, but I just go to h1. He plays bishop e6. And how is he going to get out of here? f6, alright. Knight e4 is a move. Knight e4 looks kind of attractive, to be honest. But I could also take on c6, play something like rook fe1. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? He plays king f7. Maybe I can... Yeah, I just take here. Why not? Let's see what happens. This looks very, very attractive. Queen here, check. And this should be king f5. I can't believe that. Alright, the king is up in the open, and now I just have to find the mate, and that's not too difficult. Just give another check here. And now just mate, right? Bishop anywhere. And I'm enjoying the moment. How should I mate? Well, okay, he didn't let me to mate. I was waiting for that. He just resigned because, well, I can just mate him like that. Alright, that was a fun game. The King's Gambit worked out. He knew what he was doing, certainly. He played c5. That's I think one of the best lines against the King's Gambit actually, but after d4, I think black can just take on d4, follow up with bishop c5, and king h1, and yeah, something like, I think it goes like that, yeah. Knight c6, queen f2, I regain the pawn here on f4, but the position is just equal. I mean, there's not much going on, and white doesn't have any advantage. But in the game I had a promising attack, and I was surprised that at this point he didn't play bishop back to d7, which looked more logical, just unpinning this knight. But I still think I have good chance here, maybe something like knight c3, and I certainly have very good compensation. Maybe knight e3 is possible. No, knight e3 I can take, play knight d5. So maybe he takes. Yeah, still looks dangerous. I mean, I have maybe d5 in a position. Certainly have really good chances. But in the game, I pretty much just crushed him. And that was fun. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.